Alright guys, so this starts for C, long C, and the best way to throw the starts pretty much at the beginning of the round. But pretty much I use my pointer finger knuckle on my left hand, and I put it at the corner of this box here. So I go here, I do 2 power, and it should land somewhere on this branch like this. And this will get anyone over here, in here. The only spot they could hide is possibly in this corner. So what I like to do when I throw this dart is I'll come here, I'll throw the dart, and I'll line up a shock dart like this, and I'll bounce it in this corner, just in case anyone wants to hide there. It's a pretty good dart too to throw if your teammate wants to push with it, because it gets a lot of info. Alright guys, so this dart's for garage and outside like grass. It's pretty good for, the Odin players, I guess. So pretty much you would just come here, spam the door, break it, come back to this window, get into the part of the window frame, and pretty much I would put my S on the word bounces at the top of this flag thing, and I would just do 2 power, and it should land on this tree branch over here. So anyone that's like around here or anywhere in mid underneath window, you can see. But sometimes you can catch people like around here and you can spam them. So it's a pretty good dart to find just info outside mid and under window and grass. Alright guys, this is another dart that will scan like outside A main and like outside window, pretty much this whole line here. So what I do is I find this yellow mark where it pretty much meets like a half one, and I go over to like the next planks, I guess. I go in the middle of it, then where there's like a little dot here. Let's show you, maybe I should scope for you. So there's like a dot right here, right? You can kind of see it pretty much. I put my crosshair like equal or parallel with that, and I move all the way to the right until it meets this blue towel, I guess, and I do 3 power, no bounce, and it should land on a branch over here. It's also a good dart to possibly ult with, but it gets a lot of info pretty much anyone like grass. It doesn't go all the way back here, I don't believe, but it gets people outside A too. I'll also show you guys another dart you can do that's probably much simpler than that. You find this little triangle here, I guess, with the sun. You go into the middle here, you aim at this corner, 1 bounce, it will be 3 power. It will also land up here. Does the same purpose. Sometimes it doesn't land like that, most of the time it'll land like flat here. Alright, I'll do it one more time. Top corner, 3 power, 1 bounce, and yeah, it should look something more like that. This will also get grass and all that. Alright guys, so this is a dart that you can do inside B that will scan aim in. So it's pretty complicated. So pretty much you just crouch into this line here, right next to this wall. The bottom left part of my charge bar, like the corner, will meet this line right here. Then I move it to the right, my crosshair, until the diamond, my right diamond here, is like covered like a quarter of it. I will then do 1 bounce, 2 power, and when I'm doing that, I'm crouched the whole time, and it should bounce through this window into here, and it'll scan everyone in here. It's a good dart to do because, by default, a lot of the SOVAs will dart A main, and they'll have to be A side, but this way you don't have to be A. Alright guys, so this is going to be 2 retake darts that I use. Obviously one of the most common ones is thrown here, but if that one starts getting shot a lot, I would then switch it up and try to put it in this corner. A good way to always make sure you get like a pulse on your darts is just constantly keep shooting or changing it up so it doesn't get shot. So what I've done for the dart that lands over here, just back against the wall, I find this part of the leaf, it's like this little leaf by itself. Pretty much do like a 3 power shot, and it'll land up here like this, and this will scan, pretty much everything. But if that one was getting shot a lot, I would pretty much go in the same spot. I would find this part of the leaf, and I would pretty much line it with the, I don't know what you guys are gonna call this, a shingle. But I would just come here and just do like a 1 power shot, and it would land on the wall over here. And this dart's pretty good too, so it'll catch people like under balcony and stuff, or like default. But those are pretty much the 2 darts I would use to retake. Alright guys, this dart's going to be able to dart outside A main over here from A side over here, A side of B. So this dart is also good to do if you have your ult. So pretty much what I do is this light bulb here, I put where it says charge on my bar, I put this light bulb between the H and the A, And then when I do that, I lower the charge bar until the charge bar is pretty much completely covering the light bulb. And then I do a 2 power, and it should land over here on this thing. And this dart is good, obviously, because it scans everyone out here. And if you start pinging people, you can use your ult here. But it's also a good way to get info. So this dart is going to be a retake long A dart. So one of the plays me and Jerome used to do when he played Phoenix was, so like we would firewall in the beginning, act like we're taking the orb, and if a team knows we like to take the orb, and they kind of just like rush long here. So he would firewall, we'd wait a couple seconds, and I would come and shoot this dart. So it's pretty much right above, you just back up a little bit, and it's right above this corner of the roof. You just do a 2 power shot, come here, the wall should still be up, and anyone like sitting around here or whatever, you can spam through the wall, or at least get info of how many people are there. Dart's gonna be for deep aim in, so dart that lands here without peeking. This one's pretty basic, I'm sure you guys seen this one happen before, but pretty much you just go in the middle of the strip here, want to aim here between these 2 blocks. You're gonna be doing a full power 1 bounce, and it should look something like this.
Standing ahead.
A good dart to do if they're, you know, getting phone A main without peeking, because if you do a dart like this, sometimes if they just wide swinging you here, they can beat you and sometimes kill you. Or if Jet has knives, they like to do an updraft here and possibly kill you. Alright guys, this dart's gonna be a dart that lands on this tree over here. This dart is good to do when you have ult, and you know they like to be like outside window or even outside A main. Best way to do this dart is to get in this corner. There's a branch, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like right there. So the best way for me to hit this branch usually is see like these 3 little leaves that are like really light green, and then it turns into a different color tree. Pretty much I like to put it right between these 2 light green trees. It's gonna take some practice to do, but if you can land this consistently, you can get some good ult kills. So let's see, and it's full power, by the way.
Standing ahead.
That looks something like that, and this will scan pretty much all out here. And then what you would do is once you hit the dart, you know, you can just let your ult rip. Good thing to do too is kind of like ping
right here,
like the spots that they could be, just in case they shoot the dart instantly and you already pulled your ult.